Hello, ladies and gentlemen, Scotty P here, and I hinted towards it a while back. I said there might be some changes. With the door closing, one opens. That's what I always say. And here I am, about to introduce my new partner in crime, my new co-host, and a guy that I think a lot of y'all know, but I don't. So let's get to know him. Jeff Hoferer, welcome.
It's Hofer.
Hofer. Hofer. Are you sure it's Hofer?
I mean, I'm pretty sure. My family pronounces it Hofer, but dude, it gets butchered constantly. It's Hoferer. It makes no sense. There's a silent ER on the end of my name, and this is my life.
Well, welcome, Jeff Hoferer.
Nice to meet you, Scott. Prussia?
Prussia. It's Prussia. Hofer it is. Prussia. Hofer, Prussia.
Let's call us Scott and Jeff.
We're just gonna, how about Scott and Jeff? That's the way we do it. How about that? I agree. But man, welcome.
Thank you, man. I'm excited to be here. This is a pretty wild time in my life. I haven't started a new job for like 7 years, so starting a new job with a sports card company is kind of a dream.
It is a dream. I saw the video that you did. So, like, kind of going back, we kind of hinted towards it. Then you did that video. You know, I was a little offended that on his bucket list it was me, Tracy Hackler, not me. But
I thought you were going to say that my wife, the dream girl, mention was there.
Well, no, but I was also a little disappointed that if Tracy was going to get mentioned, he wasn't above marrying the dream girl. But the video you did was great, and I thought that was really cool, and it was kind of a tease to you being here. And so, you know, first of all, welcome. He's going to be a regular on the podcast. I think you guys have probably grown sick of me being on the camera by myself for about the last month. But I held it together, waiting in the wings to be joined by my new partner. But before, like, we dive into this thing, because he's got some fresh ideas. As you can already see, the camera looks better. I always look good, but just the camera view of myself looks even better. And so like, but I want to get to know you a little bit.
Yeah.
So tell me, how did you get into collecting?
Oh man. I mean, like many of you guys, I am a lifelong collector. I grew up getting an allowance as a kid for doing chores around the house. Like every cent of my allowance would go to the card shop. We had a card shop that was maybe like a mile from our house, and my buddies and I would ride our dirt bikes up there and buy a couple packs, whatever we can get our hands on. But I was hooked. It was one of those things where early on, and you can verify this through my family or any of my friends that I grew up with, I was obsessed with sports cards.
I think we all were, right? Did you have any cards in the spokes of your bike?
Absolutely not. I think those people that do that are savages. I have nothing to relate to those people, because who on earth would put a sports card in like I said, savages.
Savages.
I personally, I can't do that. I'm also the guy that, this is a joke. So Scotty in our office, we have a fair amount of sports cards, as you would imagine. He loves to throw cards to me, and I'm like that dude, and he's just evil laugh. Like you just heard. He gets a kick out of it. I can't do it, man. I am for every card, as far as I'm concerned, is condition sensitive, and we need to guard it.
That is great. Well, I personally have kind of grown up through the hobby. Like, you know, I've told you from time to time my story about how my dad had a shop. I worked at Beckett, and then I've worked here. Like, give me your timeline on how you got to here, basically, because I know you've done your Pat Geek stuff. Like, what led into that, and then what ultimately led to you being here?
So, well, you know, like I said, lifelong collector. Around 2009, I was fairly active on a message board, like a lot of us are, And I was opening up some really cool older packs, and I would post like scans of the cards essentially that were out of the packs, and so that my buddies on the forums could see them. And I thought, you know, wouldn't it be fun if I filmed this? I was already working in production, so I'm like, why aren't I filming this so they can kind of experience it as I am opening the pack as well? They kind of feel like first person they're opening the pack.
You might be the first breaker.
It was early on. I think there were some other people doing it, but I hadn't watched any of these videos. So as far as I was concerned, I was the first person filming pack breaks. Hey, what's up guys? It's Jeff from PackGeek.com, and for our first rip on PackGeek.com, I've got 2 packs of 1975 Topps Mini. If you go to the Pat Geek channel, you can see the very first videos I put out were really bad. And the problem was I had the camera on a tripod over my shoulder and it was out of focus most of the time because I wasn't back there able to watch it. So that's why, you know, we now use talented production people. And so those early videos were bad. And so I was working in production and I thought, you know, if I ever do this again, I took a break. I took like 5 years off. And I decided if I ever do this again, I'm going to do it right. And I want these to look first class.
He took 5 years off to check off the marry a hot girl on the bucket list. But, but continue,
exactly.
Which,
so,
okay,
so
we give him that little bit of a break.
Thank you for mentioning that. I should mention that myself. You just saved me. So I came back in like 2017, and I brought production folks that I know, that I'd worked with, I trusted, to do a show and go all in. So we started filming that. That's where I met Tracy.
Okay.
That was back in 2017. And so we started doing some videos together, and he would always bring on some cool Panini product. And from there, it was kind of history. Like I got really into doing production while working in production, I should say, like high production videos. And that kind of became my thing. Like, I would put out these pack box break videos that were really well produced with like 3 cameras and good sound and nice light. And I think that's kind of the differentiator, if you will, of what I was doing at the time.
Well, I was just kind of looking around and just saying, I guess my phone never rang to be on that show. Just again, okay. I mean,
I wanted to have you, you know, I couldn't work anything out through your agent. The guy's tough to deal with, but Tracy was a little bit more accessible.
He is more accessible. We let him go out and do all that stuff because I'm tough. I'm a tough cookie. But let me ask, I'm interested in, like, how did you come up with the Pat Geek name?
I don't even remember what kind of brought that up, other than I wanted something short, memorable, made sense. I was just kind of the geeky dude that was opening up packs on the Collectors Universe forum was what it was at the time.
Okay.
And so I think that's where the name was kind of born, and I just stuck with it. It became my brand, if you will.
It became your brand. And he is, I've got to know him, and he's no geek, man. I can tell you that. So that's why I was very curious about the Pat Geek name. So all right, you get the call, you hear from Panini, and you're like, wow, I have an opportunity to go work for Panini. So what was that feeling like?
Oh, man. That was surreal. So I'll just tell you guys exactly how it happened. I was working a job. It was a great job that I worked at for almost 7 years for a production company in town. And Tracy essentially said, you know, this position is going to be vacant. Are you interested in coming in and talking to him about it? And you know, I talked to our boss, Jason. Honestly, it was one of those things where I was thinking, is this too good to be true? You know, here I am, a lifelong collector, getting a chance to come in-house at the world's biggest sports card manufacturer and make content and help market the product and essentially make collectors happy. It almost seemed too good to be true. So I came in and talked to everybody, and like I talked to, you know, Tracy was here. He interviewed me, you interviewed me, Gina interviewed me, and I went and talked to Jason, obviously our boss. And everybody was super cool, and it just felt like everybody was in it for the right reasons and people that I liked, and I knew we were going to be office mates. So here I am, man. It was a big change in my life, but I'm just hoping I'm able to do this justice after everything Tracy brought to the hobby and everything y'all had going on. You know, I'm just hoping I don't sink the ship for it.
I doubt that. So that's one of the more unique things, and I think I even hinted towards it when you came in, was, man, you're gonna come in, you're gonna have all these ideas, and then you're gonna see something that you're like, oh wow. So give me, since you've been here now for a couple of weeks, what's one of the more interesting things that you've seen that you didn't know basically about the hobby?
I mean, to me, the event side is new because I'm very familiar with the products and the different product lines, but like Scotty is our event guy. And so right now, we're prepping for the Super Bowl. I had no idea. Obviously, things are way more complicated right now thanks to COVID for any sort of event activation. But I had no idea what all goes in on the back end of those big events. I can only imagine what it's going to be like prepping for the National.
Yeah.
Because the Super Bowl is a big deal, but it's not the National.
Right.
For as far as like, you know, sports
the Super Bowl,
cards.
the way you look at it differently is the Super Bowl is this big event that we're a small part of, whereas the National is a big event that we're a big part of.
And the National is the Super Bowl for the hobby.
It's the Super Bowl for that.
So to me, that's an area that it's all learning for me.
Yeah.
So that's been fascinating to see what all goes on, you know, getting different players online to come on and be either do signings or, you know, just come in to capture content. So I'm a content guy, so I'm super excited by all of these opportunities to be around pro athletes to do content with. I mean, that's kind of a dream, right?
Well, that was going to be my next question, is what is kind of one of the goals or one of the things you want to accomplish? And I think you answered it because you've been very vocal and excited about the content.
Well, I'll make this simple for you. I want to shoot a broadcast spot with Luka Doncic. That's really what I want to do. If it's just a video where Luka and I are opening a pack of cards together, that would also be a dream. But I want to create some content with Luka.
Okay, that's
my dream, man.
Dream?
That's my dream right now.
All right. Well, man, I appreciate you jumping on.
Thanks for having me, dude.
Jeff Hoferer, ladies and gentlemen.
You nailed it.
I nailed it. Well, unfortunately, though, we were hoping that we were going to get some product in this week, and so we really don't have anything to open.
What? We have... Here, scoot back.
Where did that come from? Oh, yay, caramba. So...
Check this out. Okay.
So
Scott had me carrying cases of Flawless Baseball through the halls because I'm the new guy. And so I figured, why don't we open some of this?
Well, you know what? He carried it. He asked for it. So we might as well.
Pictures to prove me carrying this through the hall.
Well, what the heck?
This was right after the wedgie, as you can imagine.
The wedgie, yes.
Then Scott threw me up against my locker, and yeah, it picked on me a little bit.
Well, let's go. Let's rip one, man. Let's for your first.
Are we doing one box?
Panini Unwrapped. Let's open a box together.
So
we'll Thelma and Louise this. We'll hold hands and we'll jump off and open it together. How about that?
So, as you know, if you've seen any of the Pat Geek episodes, I usually have scissors just because they were in my kitchen, a green pair of scissors to be exact. They have regular box openers around here, so I'm
fancy with our logo on it.
Yeah. Okay.
But if you watched our video,
you want to just do one?
Yeah, we'll do one. If you watched our video with Joey Logano and Austin Cedric, I was really nervous that they were handling box cutters, so I was worried about it.
You didn't trust those guys around box cutters?
I was worried because they make their living with their hands. I
yeah, that's true.
The last thing I want on my conscience is knowing that one of those guys cut their hand
with a Panini box cutter.
Can you confirm or deny this? Okay. And this came
I'm going to deny until
this
I hear
came from my kids. Do you or do you not have 2 refrigerators? I mean, I'm being serious. They were like, this guy got 2 refrigerators?
We just moved into a new house, and for some reason, the old owner was really into refrigerators. So we have, And we don't even drink wine. We have a wine fridge too that we put like club soda in. It's wild. They were. You're looking at me like. We do have 2 refrigerators.
Man, this guy.
I mean, you have a mini fridge right next to your office, so you're pretty posh too.
Yeah, but we won't tell people how big the ice, the frozen ice thing is.
It needs to be thawed out
I
really
haven't
bad.
thawed out in about 3 years, but.
Why don't you do you want to do the honors, or you want the
No,
new guy
go
to
ahead.
pop
Do we,
this?
do we want
Okay.
to? Can the camera see? You want to flip it and we
Yeah.
show the camera first?
Yeah, we can do that. Oh wait. We don't want to spoil it for them. That's the build-up, right?
Man, look at this.
Let's.
We're new at this unwrap.
We'll
thing.
let you guys know.
This is our first unwrap,
This is a
so
surprise. Together.
it's gonna be clunky. Just kidding. Whoa, that is pretty good though.
Okay.
Man, so can
You-
I?
Yeah, you
will
want
me
to
show the
reveal
first
these?
one?
Yeah, we can show
You
these.
go first, because this
Let's
was,
reveal these last.
These
'cause-
last?
Yeah,
Okay.
because those are the big hits.
that's a pretty big hit, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I've heard of that guy. I believe he's gonna be a Hall of Famer one day.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I would take that bet.
All right, do the slow read.
Okay.
I'm not looking at the bottom.
All right, so I'm obviously a professional card dealer.
All right, you go first.
Okay. First card is Joe Adele. These are all nice. Gosh, Flawless makes
They're
a
all
nice
nice.
product.
All
They're
right,
all
ready?
beautiful.
Now I'm up. Hoyt Wilhelm. That's a 3. It's a 3 swatch here, but I can see that it's 4 of 7. So look at that one. All right.
All right, Luis Tiant.
Louis Tion.
This is out of 10, autographed in
Look at that,
silver
like a
ink.
silver auto.
That's a sharp looking card. Guy's got some sweet facial hair though.
So this one's a really sweet swatch. 7 of 10 on card autograph of Evan White. But look at that swatch. Love that.
Ooh, that is nice.
Very nice.
Okay, would you pronounce that?
Puke.
I don't think that's how you say it. AJ Puke? Puke?
Puke. We're going with puke.
If it's Puke, it's the only last name worse than my own.
Hoffer.
That's really nice. Sorry, that's out of 15. That's
right.
beautiful. 3-patch.
6 out of 7. Another on card. Blake Snell. Ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, this is really nice. Dalton Varsho out of 20.
And I have the honor of the last card, which is the great Paul Molitor, 4 of 5.
I mean, we talk about George Brett. We talk about Cal Ripken. This guy's kind of in that same class as.
Yes, very good hitter. Very
All
good.
right, buddy. I'm gonna let you
Do the
that
big
one.
reveal.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
go first.
So Jacob deGrom. This is a beautiful one of the jewel cards out of 20. That's really nice.
And then the big hit of the box. I'm trying to see what number that is. Can you tell? That is a, what is that,
10.
8 of 10?
Yeah.
Look at this. Albert Pujols, who will be a Hall of Famer. Absolutely. Look at that card.
First ballot.
Beautiful. First ballot. Incredible guy.
And so that's the great insert.
Great insert.
That's really nice.
Well, you know what's also great? You.
What a segue.
So,
thank you.
man,
Thank you.
I'm looking forward to some fun stuff. He's already got me doing things that I was like, man, I don't know. He's off and running.
Well, you guys know I love creating content, especially video content. Scotty is a lot of fun to create content with. So I'm looking forward to the possibilities.
I'm an easy target, right?
I wasn't going to say that.
If you see me over the years, I set myself up quite a bit for saying stupid things. So I guess you just have to stay tuned to see all the dumb things I say. Stay tuned to the podcast because we're going to have some fun. And that's it.
Thank you for watching. Hey, don't forget to subscribe. We need to say that. Have I been blurry this whole time?
No, I mean, it's all about me. So
Wait, even when I'm holding cards up?
no, not even.
No, you're showing me. They can see me right when I hold the card up.
Sure, it's all about me.
Close.
Ah! That's the ending. That's how we do it.